Good evening, ladybugs and yellow jackets. Welcome to this week's episode of FAE News here on FAE Productions. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, and tonight I am here with Ion the Leprechaun.
Hi, diddly do neighbors.
And famous Dana the Boggin.
Hello.
And Count Morbid. And hypothetically, a Jarl Hammerhands is somewhere soon to be joining us. Is it just me? Or... oh, there's our names. Okay. Our names disappeared, and I didn't know where they went. So, yes. First things first, of course, this evening, you guys, wow, so many things have been going on. And hello, I see you out there, Edwin. Tonight, we are going to like, subscribe, and guilt trip the share button. That's right. Share this show to all of your Twitters and Facebooks and other medias and guilt trip. That's what you are to do. So, wow, it has been a crazy busy weekend. What with the Cyber Samhain, then the Dumb Supper, and last night we had a hedge gathering. And I think all of us right now tonight are very tired, I guess, because we have been going for several days. But of course, let me say as well, though. Tonight's our sponsor, Heartsong Arts Pottery. Heartsong Arts Pottery is your favorite site for earth-themed, natural, stained, and glazed pottery in all sorts of varieties. From mugs to planters, you will find plenty to tempt you, and it is good to get a jump start on your holiday season if you want to support the handmade vendors. Handmade takes time. Order early. There is even a garden sculpture with totems and fairy houses and statues. You can bring the fae to life in your everyday crockery. Free delivery on all orders over $35. And a special thanks also to Heartsong Arts Pottery for being one of our Dumb Supper virtual fairy market vendors and participating in our silent auction. So thank you so much for doing that. Everybody, their link and information is, of course, in the low bar. So if you are interested in shopping their wares, that is where you can find them indefinitely, perpetually. How are you guys all doing this evening?
I'm doing okay. Bit tired, but okay.
Don't everybody jump at once.
Sorry, I just had a thing show up and covered up everything on the interrositor thingy here, and it was weird.
There he is, the ghost of Gunther. That's kind of how I feel tonight, right? Like the ghost of myself.
I mean, I don't know how you feel, but I'm not actually here. I'm actually a ghost.
So
I put my tongue on a burrito.
I almost think a Gossamer Gunther would have been a better use of alliteration.
Gossamer Gunther.
The pain is that left behind, Dina. That is the ghost.
How is Ghost Gunther? How is Ghost Gunther not alliteration?
It is alliteration. I just like Gossamer better. Because it also rhymes a little.
Yeah, well, Ion, you're not my favorite leprechaun either, so get bent.
I'm not sure Gossamer fits Gunther, though.
That's how I feel. I'm with famous Dana on this one. Like, when I think of Gossamer, I think of, little fairies in the woods dressed in very sheer see-through clothing, flitting around from spiderweb to spiderweb or something. And
like Gunther.
Oh, yes, just like Gunther.
No, you're describing Gunther. Like, exactly.
I don't think so, Tim.
Hold on.
No.
If that's true, do you have footage, never before seen footage of Jarl Hammerhands?
I mean, if he does, it's likely been seen.
No, I don't have the proper ghost hunting equipment to capture the images of Gossamer Gunther.
His name is Gossamer Gunther. His
that is
name
definitely
is
not
Gossamer
my name.
Gunther.
Yeah, we don't want that to stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Cobble. How are you? Hi, Alicia. How are you? How about this one? Garishly Gunther. No? I guess he has no opinion. He's silent. If he has
just
no
shook my
opinion,
head.
we'll just call him whatever we want.
Easter
I don't
Island
think
Gunther.
that's wise.
Stately Gunther.
And that's definitely not true.
It's
Epic.
not stately.
Well,
When was the
Well, I
last
was
time
trying
you saw me be stately for anything?
well, like stately Wayne Manor, like imposing, like
I
or
guess
like
that's true.
like a monument created by ancient pagans.
Or, trolls.
Stoned Gunther.
Not this week.
Actually, not really ever. That's not your thing, Gunther.
I mean,
I'm not sure if that's anybody here's thing, to be perfectly honest.
last time I saw somebody in this group have that happen to them,
maybe it's
all they
Damon's
did was
famous thing,
laugh.
'cause he made a funny face. I'm just saying,
How do you think I get through these shows?
with the Bloody Mary. See, that was fair. Well, we missed you at the Dumb Supper, Count Morbid. You were sorely missed. Baroness Gale was mad that she had to dance in your place.
Okay, sorry. You just made it entirely worth it for me not to go. Like, I'm sorry, but you just entirely justified my not going.
Well, to be fair, it probably would have been you and me dancing.
To be fair.
So.
No, I spent the evening on my front porch in the cold, pointing at small children to stop walking towards me and to go to the candy altar that I had set up on the sidewalk. But the best part was I got to watch small children fall down in the grass. It was great. Like, by the way, I'm not kidding. The next day, I think that 3 or 4 of them face planted, luckily on the grass before they got to the sidewalk, but they face planted, and I think some of them lost more candy than they had gotten from me, because
so
we had
this is your way to gather candy. Was this your way of gathering candy?
Why were they face planting? I've seen your
Because
driveway.
grass is slippery, and small children are not smart. We're small talk, like the under 5 children are not smart.
I
And they would
wouldn't say they're not smart. I would say
grass.
they're uneducated in the matters of account.
They're not smart.
Not experienced.
They're not smart. No, but they would face plant in the wet grass and leaves. Their candy would go fine. Their parents would attempt to gather up the candy.
And you
but
would
again,
take
a lot of candy
from some weird place. I'm like,
a lot of candy. Oh, it was a wonderful night. But there was a lot of thick leaves, and I found out that they did not get all the candy. So it was a win for me.
It was a win for you. I wish you had video of that, because it would be sort of funny to speed it up into, what do you call it?
I assure you, if you've spent enough time around 4-year-olds, they're already sped up, especially if there's already been candy involved.
I mean, but it would still be funny. You know that it would.
But what music would you set it to?
Dance Macabre, or Night on Bald, or no, not Night on Bald Mountain, but the Peer Gynt Suite.
The what? The Pure what?
Peer Gynt, Hall of the Mountain King. If you've seen the movie Needful Things,
Hall of the Mountain King is a classical piece of music. But
yes.
What's that name you're saying? The Pure Dint?
Okay.
What? Peer is what you're saying. Gint.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Grieg is the name of I was like, I don't think that's the name of the composer.
No. It's the name that the music is from. It's the name of the opera or 5-act play.
Yes, I didn't know what you were referencing, I guess. So I couldn't understand what you were saying, but that's all on me. So My brain likes to make up words sometimes and
Well,
pretend it hears
I
things
think it's
other-
okay that I know more about creepy music than you. I think that's okay. I think basically, unlike many
Hall
other
of the
times,
Mountain King isn't creepy. I even have the actual piece of music to play on flute for Hall of the Mountain King, and can do so, believe it or not.
to be fair, part of my feeling that it's creepy is because I saw it used in the movie Needful Things.
I wonder if I've seen that movie.
Also in the
definitely
scary
read that
portions
book.
of Fantasia.
Yeah, but also Hall of the Mountain King does show up on a lot of classical Halloween playlists.
Oh, that's what we should have put on the Samhain playlist was When You're Evil by Voltaire. But we forgot. I was trying to assemble a list on the way down, and because it was a drive and I had things to do, nothing to do,
I love that
whatever.
song.
What?
I love that song. I also like a song Vampire Club. But that's just me.
Faustian foists. I have this cool.
By the way, Rose is correct about Eartha Kitt.
Oh no! All right, you guys. I have to leave you alone for like 2 seconds and let you talk amongst yourselves. Can you do this without me? I don't know if I trust
Yeah,
this.
we could talk.
So, does anyone think that her head is just really oddly shaped? Is it just me? No.
It's all the extra hair.
I'm
I
pretty
can
sure
tell you,
it's
right?
just you.
Her hair is full of secrets.
I mean, that's
Shut
what most of the
things
80s was, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I think Hall of the Mountain King does show up on a lot of creepy things.
It does. I used to have this CD that was just Classical Terror is what it was called, just for Halloween. And
Yes.
it starred prominently in there. So,
Did it have the Monster Mash on it?
no, it's
Classical.
not classical music.
Mind you, I sometimes cheat on my classical playlist by doing just instrumental covers. And I think
What
I have some.
about- Like the Imperial March. That's creepy, right?
No,
In classical?
that's motivating. Actually,
It's
every
actually
time
it's
I hear
actually
it,
a
I'm
little.
motivated to take over the world.
Well,
I have
technically,
seen
any
that.
creepy music would be motivating.
I have
If
seen
you're
that on
right.
some classical playlists. My thing isn't the fact that it's a relatively modern piece so much as that it's just so recognizable for what it is.
The Monster
that-
Mash.
No, the
No, the
Imperial
Imperial
Death
March.
March. But like I said, Monster Mash or the Addams Family theme or the Munster theme, like an instrumental cover of those does work reasonably well on a classical Halloween playlist.
Unless it's the Kmart version, right?
And then I can never remember. I think it's Toccata and Toccata D and Fugue Minor. No, I'm getting it
Toccata,
mangled.
indeed.
Toccata and Fugue. It's Bach.
Yes. Known for like one of the Phantom of the Opera movies that's not Andrew Lloyd Webber, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
See, now I know what you're talking about. Now that you actually like made the noises, I was like, it's all Greek.
I don't think that song
No, I
was
think it's
Greek,
Italian.
Christina.
I think it's Italian. No, French or Italian. Europe, where the
Talking
history's
about
from.
dressing now.
You know, me talking about the Imperial March and the Rite of the Valkyries is about my list of classical music. Right.
By the way, either of those I think would make fantastic entrance music for the Angry Elf.
Hold on. What was stolen
They would
from
both
Chopin?
fit.
I want to know what Alicia's talking about. What was stolen from Chopin?
His lunch money.
Well,
Every day.
Toccata and Fugue definitely was not stolen from Chopin. So I'm curious what is being asked about. Because what was it? See, what is that comment about?
It's like
Might be
somebody
the
does with
Imperial
fighting
March,
words
though.
or something.
I'm all ready to get feisty. I don't even know. Oh, the Imperial March stolen from Japan. I'm trying to remember how the Imperial March.
You know what bothers me about people like that say things are stolen is 9 times out of 10.
That's the Imperial
9
March,
times
right?
out of 10, people that say that the
You might
music
be
stolen,
right.
that person was actually just influenced by the original composer they say it's stolen from, or you can only arrange musical notes so many freaking ways, so many times.
Thinking about
How many
there was
times has
apparently a
Taco Bell,
concert.
Canon and D been turned into a bloody song by somebody? Because there's a whole list of them.
I can sing it
Apparently
for
they
you.
did
I mean,
a-
I can sing a lot of them for you.
Yes, I know.
They did a recent concert. Danny Elfman doing the Nightmare Before Christmas, in which Weird Al Yankovic and Billie Eilish was the girl that stitched together. What's her name?
Sally.
Sally. Thank
You
you.
infidel. You Philistine. Sally.
Yeah, like, you're about ready to be booted off the show for that one, man.
I think her name is Bride. Her name is Bride. She's the bride of
No.
Frankenstein.
No.
Ellen Bonham Carter?
I'm just trying to make Count Morbid cry.
You're more wrong than usual.
But not by much.
I mean,
because you're usually pretty wrong.
So hold on. There was a recent thing with Danny Elfman and Weird Al Yankovic. And
Danny Elfman, Weird Al Yankovic, a bunch of other people did a concert that was all the music from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
I think that's a Halloween tradition.
Where did this happen?
Los Angeles, I believe.
The Greek Theater, I bet.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just a couple days ago. Yes.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's a Halloween tradition, and it's one of the big outdoor amphitheaters.
Danny Elfman performed as Jack Skellington
on account of he was
that he wrote the thing.
Yeah, no, he was the voice. He was the singing voice, rather, of Jack Skellington in the movie.
Really? I didn't know Danny Elfman could sing. I thought he was just a musical composer.
What? You stuff? What? Where were you when Oingo Boingo was around?
I didn't know
it's a dead man's party.
Who could ask for?
How
leave your body and soul at the door?
Are sung by somebody else that didn't write them. I knew he was in Oingo Boingo, but I didn't realize that he was the singer.
Yes, he was the writer-singer for Oingo Boingo.
I literally
thought he was just a writer.
I
don't know.
How many bands do you know the writers of? How many bands do you only know the name of the writer?
Count Morbid, I was literally sat there and I go, Danny Elfman's a god while she's making this playlist, and I start singing Dead Man's Party, and I start wondering if she knew what the heck I was talking about at that point now.
What are you talking about? No, you are literally making that entire story up.
No, I'm not.
I know that song. You know I know that song. I know that song inside and out.
It's Danny Elfman, though, man.
I know it's Danny Elfman. I just didn't know that he was the one singing. I thought he was the one who just wrote the song.
I don't approve of this.
Like it wasn't the main. Who am I trying to think of? Oh, I have this book here. Let's see. I don't know.
Again, how many bands do you only know the name of the writer for the song? That's not how.
I mean, how many rock bands actually have other people? I don't know.
I barely could tell you probably the names of the lead singers of most bands as well.
Yeah, Danny Elfman.
Lead singer.
Really? I didn't figure that out from the last 5 minutes of you guys.
Is he the lead singer of every band?
Every band ever.
Every band is Danny Elfman.
Should be.
All bands are Danny Elfman. Got it.
Right.
Well, if you leave the cassette in your car long enough, though, it turns into Queen.
That's right.
I thought if you left it in your car long enough, it turned into an 8-track.
Of Queen.
Of Queen.
If you leave any cassette in your car long enough, it turns into Queen.
Yes.
Why is that? I don't know. Is this a joke that I don't get?
It's ineffable.
Listen, all of you, just start drinking and don't stop, because I'm not going to get anything tonight. I'm very tired.
Have you ever watched? Have you? It's like you never read Good Omens or anything.
I've never read Good Omens. No.
You should consider it's a good book.
It is not written by Danny Elfman, however.
It's in it somewhere.
Or
lied.
sung
You
by
said
Danny
everything
Elfman.
was all no. You said all bands were Danny Elfman
Except Queen.
except Queen. It was written by Neil Gaiman.
And Terry Pratchett.
Together?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why it actually makes sense sometimes.
I thought it was just Neil Gaiman.
And Terry
Yeah.
Pratchett.
And Terry Pratchett. American
No, I
Gods was
did
only
not
Neil
think
Gaiman.
that it was Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. I thought that it was just Neil Gaiman, but now I understand that it is both of them.
Alicia has a good point. Dave Grohl is also in every band ever.
That's true too. Yeah, Dave
I don't
Grohl
even
is
know
in every
who
band
Dave
ever, but he's
Grohl
not
is.
the lead singer.
Foo Fighters, Nirvana.
I mean,
Yeah, the lead.
Queens of the Stone
so
Age.
Kurt
I mean,
Cobain
did
was
I
the
go
lead
on?
singer of Nirvana.
It was not. He
Dave
was a
Grohl
drummer
was
for
the
Nirvana.
drummer for Nirvana.
You just said that. Yeah, he was a drummer in Nirvana. He's also the drummer. He was also the drummer of Queens of the Stone Age for a while.
Nikki Sixx was the person that did all of the musical stuff for Motley Crue. He wasn't the
No.
singer.
No,
No, what?
no,
That's
there
the
is no
song.
lead. That's not true. Actually, Danny Elfman wrote all the music, gave
For,
it to Nikki
for Motley
Sixx
Crue.
and then sung for Motley Crue. That's how that happened.
What?
You heard me.
What?
I actually didn't hear you. I wasn't listening.
Oh, that's pretty normal then.
It's why I never know what's going on. I'm never listening to you guys.
It shows.
Yeah. Well, you know, nobody's perfect. You know,
I mean, depends on who you ask.
one time when I was visiting the great land of Albion, all the way across the pond, I went on a land dragon ride from
On the left side of the road.
up to Scotland, basically from Stoke-on-Trent to Glasgow, and the entire way, the only thing that was listened to was Tenacious D's the Pick of Destiny tape, whatever the tape was, before it ever became a movie, in the car, over and over and over. The whole thing, just around and around and around. I only ever had one other road trip like that, and it was from Portland to Las Vegas, and the only thing that was listened to was one cassette tape available, which was Guar's Slaughterama, for like almost
How are you
a
still
20-hour
alive?
drive.
How are you still alive?
This isn't the
I'm-
original road trip. It's a tribute to the greatest road trip of all time.
It was just a tribute.
Man,
Uh,
y'all are killing me.
yes, so there you go. But it made me excessively familiar with those albums, but they've both faded from memory since then, and I mostly just remember the big hit songs and don't remember all of the other songs.
Until you sit up in the middle of the night screaming, and all of a sudden you run over to the cassette player and bust out Barbie Girl because you like Aqua, you freak.
I do like that song. I like that whole
Who doesn't
album.
like that song? That song is great.
I bloody hate Aqua.
What? You were the one who put that song on.
No, I was not.
I
I was
didn't
the
put
one
it
that
on.
got tied down and tortured, made listen to.
What are you are so full of stories this evening. I don't even
No,
know what
not.
to think. Yeah,
I
you
think
are.
that you don't know what's going on most of the time because you're not paying attention.
Yeah, I know that that's what you think. I'm
You
pretty
just
sure.
got done telling us that's what we did.
Well,
What
if
you do.
if you think that that's true, if you think that's actually true, maybe we should leave you in charge of the show for the next month and all of the things that it takes for us to appear here on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Yeah. You just only want to do that. That way you won't have to do a show because you'll never be organized enough to make it happen.
Are you serious?
Yep. I
Oh,
am
don't do that one.
100% serious.
Don't throw me into
Don't
that
do
briar
that one.
patch.
Oh no, I'm not ready.
We'd just talk
We'll
about
see how
football all day
organized I
long
can
and we'd be
actually
just
be.
fine.
No, I didn't say run the show once we're here. I said make sure it happens every week.
I can make sure it happens every
We're
week. You
supposed
know,
to have
it
a
might be
vendor,
on
but I
time.
don't know if they're going to be here, I guess. So that's a thing.
Oh, look,
What?
not a vendor.
I mean, it's kind of true.
How's that any different from normal? No, I'm joking.
So, you know what I think we should do? I think that we should, so the ghost hunting review from last night in the hedge that nobody could decipher. I think we should play it and we should see what the audience thinks they can hear in that video. What do you think?
I think that I actually got people to that's supposed to be going over it and doing a thing with it.
I know.
I mean, you could play it. I'm just
Well,
saying.
Why don't you explain what was going on?
Like which part?
Like what happened last night?
Well, I bloody called everybody together because there was a murder. And we found evidence of a dead fairy, and while we were ghost hunting, and so I tried to get everybody together because this is getting out of hand. All the stuff going on with the kingdom, so we all get together, and I went over. I had them all go look over footage that was found while we're there. That way we can see if there was anything picked up.
It wasn't found footage; it was footage that you guys took.
Yeah, I got footage that we took while we're there, and I wanted them to go over it because I was kind of biased because I was in the moment and I could play out and hear things and whatever was going on, or try to hear into things way too far. I mean, I bloody got into a fight at night with a monster, with the kids. I mean, all of us went after this guy, you know, and the same fella that was over at Apple Bash, it seems like, according to eyewitness Lauer. And Princess Tempest did confirm such things, but it was a lot of that going on. So I had them go over this little bit of footage that we took while we were there, and see if they could hear anything because I had cameras set up to detect EVPs and such. And so that's what this is. And are you going to roll the beautiful bean footage?
Oh, why do you keep calling it bean footage?
What do you mean?
Why do you keep calling it bean footage?
Because
I'll show you later.
Because of the dog.
The dog. It explains everything.
What?
Golden Retriever.
Yeah.
I don't understand what a golden retriever has to do with B-roll.
Then I'll have to. I didn't say
B-roll. Not beans. Bean footage.
Oh, the beautiful bean footage.
Beans.
Right, but I thought that was a reference or a play on words for B footage, meaning B-roll footage.
I'm quoting a bloody commercial for Bush's baked beans.
Oh.
Dingus. It was like a
commercial, right?
Over
a thing I haven't seen
over again, and it's stuck in my head.
Baroness says she'll tell me when I'm older.
Yeah, that's right.
You better be nice, or I'm gonna roll the footage of us dancing.
The dog's name is Duke, by the way, the golden retriever.
His name's Duke. That's right.
He was a talking dog.
So, by the way, tell me more about this dance that happened at the Dumb Supper.
It definitely wasn't the safety dance like you two did.
We didn't do the safety dance.
I think we did AC/DC.
Actually, I think you're right.
Sorry, you did the unsafety dance because you both looked like you were going to die that night.
We danced to Dance Macabre. Is that right? Is that what we danced to?
I thought it actually was a violin.
To the Hearst song. The worms crawl in,
literally
and the
danced to a violin cover. I thought it was a violin cover of Back in Black.
No, not you and I. Baroness Gale and I danced to the Hearst song.
Don't Stop Believing for them. They wouldn't go for it. So I put her song on, and then I put Baroness Gale's song
on. Baroness Gale says we were great. Okay, so I'm going to try to find this.
Are you still looking for it?
No, I have it. It's right here. I'm just...
Oh. You have to turn it way up, and everybody has to mute themselves or get muted. Well,
can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay. So tell them what they're listening for again, Gunther.
What you're listening for is voice, sound, something that is out of place, and try to figure out what it's actually being said. Because it could be a ghost talking.
This is not cup chalk.
No, yes, it's called fairy cult chalk.
Yes,
We'll just call it fairy,
Get him! Should I replay it?
I mean, if you want to, that was a monster.
Obviously, the monster was not a weird voice.
It's just the one. This is not cup chalk.
No, it's called fairy cult chalk.
Yes,
We'll just call it fairy.
What do you think?
I don't know. I heard something about somebody having an addiction.
So what were some of the things that everybody thought they were hearing last night?
Oh, bloody heck. I gotta put it up. Ion, you tell him I gotta put it up and look. Because I had it written down somewhere.
I thought I heard "Give Me Back."
You thought you heard "Give Me Back"?
Mm-hmm. But I'm not hearing that tonight. But I'm not making out much, to be honest. I was still trying to figure out why it wasn't sidewalk chalk.
It says, "Bring me." One of them was said. I thought it said, "Bring me the bag and you'll get redemption." And I heard then somebody else said, "Give me the bag and be given redemption."
Okay, here we go.
It's just the one. This is not cup chalk.
No, it's called fairy cult chalk.
Yes,
We'll just call it fairy.
Okay.
I have
So
no idea what's being said at this point, man. I thought that was the monster trying to talk to us before he came jumping around the corner.
So what did you think that it was tonight, Ion? Okay, so here's what Alicia thinks is receive redemption.
I did hear something about redemption, but that's later in the after the part I thought I heard "Give Me Back," but I didn't hear "Give Me Back" this time. I didn't make it out this time, so I'm just weird.
I mean, I don't know. Any other input? Count Morbid, what did you think you heard?
Don't you talk to ghosts like all the time, dude?
I thought I heard Gunther's stomach growling.
Oh, that's kind of true too. Kind of hungry.
Hey. So some of the things. So what was said then last night? Because there's more than one video. There was that one.
There's 3 of them.
Should I play the other ones?
If you'd like. See what everybody else thinks.
Okay.
Oh, look. The witch is in the crowd.
Yes. Let's see that. I put the link into the chat in case anybody wants to go.
So which one are you playing?
I'm going to play, I guess, number 2 now.
Okay.
But I have some questions about this business, okay, man? Like, first of all, how do you know that a murder actually happened?
I mean, did you see the chalk outline and the bones we found and all that nonsense?
Well, yes. But the thing that's missing from the how do you know a murder happened is any kind of actually.
Well, they were doing divination and stuff to figure out who killed it, and it said Serang.
That's true. They did, and it did say.
Yep.
The ghost.
I mean, they had to decrypt it. I think they had to decrypt it.
Let's see.
All that I was busy trying to make sure the place was secure after the monster attacked, so they were doing all the heavy lifting at that point.
Okay, so here's number 2. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready?
Ask you first.
Nice.
What's that? I got the sock. It's a sock. Yeah. I don't know about that. Perhaps it's something uber hyper scary. What is that?
That's a mask.
Oh, that's not a mask. Oh, whoa. What's in it?
Help me.
The
Bones.
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 I think it's supposed to be
I
bones
eat those
in
for
this.
breakfast. I'm just joking. They're not very
Who
good.
said that?
Except they do have fiber.
Who said they eat bones for breakfast?
There's some nonsense and shenanigans happening.
Like you've never
I'm sort of
ground
trying to
somebody's
listen
bone
for
to make your
things
bread before?
and look for things, and they're like just talking. It's crazy.
Did you guys hear anything in that one? Or should I replay it? Yeah, I'm talking to the 4 of you sitting
Oh,
here.
me? I heard all sorts of things in that. People talking about eating bones. I think there was a reference to Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. There were some bogeys in there. It was crazy.
Something about math. I don't know.
Something about a dead man's party. Leave your body and soul at the door.
Do you think it says
I just
Danny
heard
Elfman?
kids screaming.
Hey, famous Dana.
2 people said,
I
help
still
me,
hear that in my
and
head every night.
breakfast? You heard something say breakfast.
Well, I mean, if your roommates weren't so loud. I mean, the people who live above you in the rooms weren't so loud, right?
So
Jeff?
basically, video footage number 3 is the one that is the mystery.
Well, so far, I mean, I think someone actually thought it said Arena help me. That was put out there too.
So, okay, so I'll just play the first one for, I guess, for the sake of completeness. I have nothing to drink, and it's about to get really bad because I'm doing a lot of talking. And I'm about to do a lot of reading. Okay, here is the first video. And here we go.
Oh, it's still flaking right there. There's something right there.
Okay, what do you think about that one?
I heard something, but I couldn't. It was just guttural.
But you couldn't make out anything intelligible? Where'd Ion go?
I can't make out anything intelligible when most of you guys talk.
I wanted to go solve the water problem, but that was already being solved.
Oh. Ooh, yes, okay. Hello, Shika. See you out there. Whew. Says, sounds like walk in this direction. Okay, I'm going to play it one more time. I think I still have it. Hold Wrong one. Yay, not the right one. Yay, that's the right one. Okay.
Pull the lever, Crump.
You heard Gunther saying I got no gumption. All right, here we go. I'm going to hit replay one more time.
Oh, it's still fighting right there. There's something right there.
I heard walk with gumption.
Walk with gumption.
I was going to say something else that was not
gumption.
appropriate.
Gumtion. Gumption.
I mean, I know what the word gumption is. Thank you very much.
Why are you saying it with an N?
Gumption?
Why wouldn't you say it with an N?
Right. How do you think it's supposed to be said?
Gumption?
There's an N at the end of that word.
Yeah, no, but I'm not hearing the M. I'm not hearing the M as in, let's say, Mike or morbid.
You're just.
I'm from the video. I'm hearing gumption. I thought you were saying gun.
Oh, you're just.
I'm from the video. I'm hearing gumption.
Now what do I
I
hear?
thought you were saying
That's
gun.
Oh, you're just. Who has feedback? Do I have feedback?
No, from the video. I'm hearing gumption.
Now what do I
I
hear?
thought you were saying
Everybody on
gun.
mute? Oh. No, Gunther. Is that you with the feedback? Well, you and I on it. What?
So what I had heard was look in the, and then a word I didn't understand.
Thought it was direction.
Yeah, it sounds like direction.
Direction.
Oh, it could be look in the direction. Yeah,
I
that
got
makes
a
sense.
chest infection.
Could be look in the chest infection. I don't know.
Look in the chest infection. That would be weird and strange, I suppose. And hello, Flora, as well. So Cobble thought it was gumption. And Cerulean said, I got look in the something.
Which is what I got.
You got look in the, and then
a
some
word I didn't understand.
Gotcha.
It's
So
weird how
let's
those
see.
things happen.
So here's what Katie says. The whole message is walk/look in this direction, help me and prepare for redemption. That is kind of creepy, but it was also loud due to people. Well, I mean, it's ghost talk, so you only really hear it after the fact anyway. That's why you use the special. Tell them about the special recording equipment again. That little funky thing that you had.
Are you talking about my digital recorder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking around with a digital recorder. It was playing everything. It'll pick
Right.
up things on the
And
back end.
that's its purpose, is to be able to record ghost voices.
Yeah, so because you might not hear it because you got things going on or the frequency it's speaking on, so you see it, find a sound bite in it, and you make it enhance it so you can actually hear it. That's what I was doing with it. But yeah, it's so because you hear because not everything can be heard on same frequencies. Dogs hear whistles that we don't hear. Cat Morbids hear weird things all the time.
I feel like we should show them the other thing, but I don't have it uploaded. The one where we were talking to the ghost.
Oh, you
But it
didn't
was-
upload that? That's crazy.
No, not yet. I haven't had the time to do it yet. I need to put it together because we went on a second ghost walk. Ghost
You, me, and
hunt,
Famous Dana.
whatever. Yeah, just the three of us later on, and it was super creepy because we were at one point where we were in this hall area. I don't know. Do you want to tell them, or
No,
one of
you tell them. I've just been talking about it. You tell them this. You're the one that got super freaked out
What? You thought it was creepy too. Don't
I
lie.
did too. I did too. But you tell them. You tell them you were there. I'm the hunter. You do. You tell me what you saw. Share your experience with the crowd.
No, it was strange because one of the ghosts that's supposed to haunt the hotel is supposed to be a woman who found out that her husband was having an affair with her, and she ran out of the party and down the front stairs and tripped and fell, and then was taken to the hospital and died a couple days later.
Right.
So when we came down, we were in the it's not exactly a lobby. It's more because so we were in like the front walkway area, I guess, and the hotel had an extended front. I'm trying to figure out how I can describe it.
There was a porch there that got built over.
Well, not really over. It got an extra wall. So the porch was like, if you were to imagine the porch was here and then the stairs came down, they basically extended the wall and then the stairs came down. So there was now like kind of two areas. And there was like an extra space here that used to be an uncovered patio place that then went down to the stairs, and they kind of walled that in some renovation since the 1920s or whatever. But the first thing that happened was when we went there, Gunther, you were standing in the middle of the original lobby area with the K2 reader.
Yeah, and I was consistently getting high readings, but the high readings, oddly enough,
they were like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they were. Well, first off, there was nothing around that would cause it. Secondly, if you pushed it to the ground, there's nothing underneath it would cause. There's nothing. It drops out. It's about my height, between my belly and my head. I could get it to pop up like that. No reason for it to be there, nothing like that. And it didn't just happen once; it happened multiple times. Mm-hmm. I was apart in the same area every time, and then it caused it to jump. It started to jump when you start asking questions. It's crazy.
Well, when we went into the actual hall that was between the banquet rooms that led to the Berry Cafe, we passed through the door, and then there was like a showcase that had all these weird get your own 3D printed bust, and right past the showcase. We stopped there because you said, as we were walking, you were saying, if anyone is here, can you light up these lights? Can you let us know you're here by lighting up the lights on the K2 reader? And they suddenly just jumped way, like, whoo, right ahead. And so we stopped right there where we were, and that it gives me goosebumps talking about it again. And then so you said it, so you asked again, you're like, if
you're here, can you make that happen again for me so I know you're there?
Do it again. And it did. It was absolutely crazy. It jumped, like, only when you talk to it, it would jump up and then it would go back down. And so that was strange, and
that was fun.
It was. It was. And I have the video of that, so I'll have to get it ready so that we can maybe play it or something next week. Yep. Gosh, it's 8:30 already. I haven't even done the drawing for. Boy, we're missing a lot of people tonight too. No Stormy, no Justinian. Wow.
It's been a long week.
Well, so what's going to happen now that you've determined you kind of have this ghost thing? What are the next steps here?
Right now, I got Tim and Arena investigating, that area again to see if they can see if they can get any direction from the video the video footage that was taken, and see if they can uncover any more information from there. Because it's down there in their neck of the woods. Then from there, I got to determine, kind of the next steps after they do that, because it's basically.
Flora was supposed to do something too. She has a homework assignment. Flora has a homework assignment, right?
I don't
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just trying to think of what it was.
From last time is what you said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a homework assignment that was given to Flora that she's still got to turn in, and it was in. So once she gets that information, it might help me out with understanding what the next steps are.
All right, so homework assignments, I guess it is, to see what further information can be. What happened to the bones that were used?
I have them. I got them.
Oh, you have them.
Yeah, I have all that. I got everything that night.
Erwina has the magical divination cloth, right?
That's because she bought it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, she got the divination cloth. I got the bones.
Look at the bones.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's like why people used to throw bones to kind of get scrying done. They can see fortune. They can see what they had for dinner the night before. It's just just throw it out there. They can see it.
Used to throw bones to win money.
Yeah.
Well, I thought just throwing bones
craps,
was one,
okay.
a way of divination, and two, a gambling game.
Yeah. Well, the gambling game is actually throwing dice, but they were made of bone.
Maybe that's why they called it throwing bones.
Maybe so.
Just saying.
I heard you.
Uh-huh.
You just say a lot of things.
I do say a lot of things, and they are all very important, and you should listen to every word of them.
I listen to every word of them. It just doesn't mean I, retain.
I mean, I can.
So
Okay,
we're going to do
confirm.
a drawing for.
We are. I actually have to go grab the names from last week's video and make sure I get those entries added in.
Yeah, we had kind of a busy, kind of a busy situation all week.
Everything has been busy. I mean, so.
Oh, it still is.
Well, I'm really excited. Well, we had so many things that were just on the list of, announcements / topic items from last night. The application for forming a fairy wrath is now up and live, and I published it this afternoon on the Patreons.
That's a terrible idea.
So that is it's a fabulous idea. What are you talking about?
Well, a bunch of people going around doing wrath things, being all wrathy.
No, a terrible idea is Ion's suggestion to name a fairy wrath the Wrath of Khan. That's terrible.
My suggestion was called the Wrath of the Lich King.
That is, Ion is absolute genius.
No. That is not genius. That is horrible. And Ion is fired from thinking up names.
Second choice. Grapes
I'm
of
just
Wrath.
shocked that you got the reference, honestly.
That's fair.
My second choice is Grapes of Wrath.
The Grapes of Wrath. No. Hey, hold on. I didn't give people homework. Gunther gave people homework. I was just repeating.
No. I didn't give people homework. Ion gave people homework off my suggestion.
It wasn't me. Not that I wouldn't give people homework, but I'm just saying in this particular instance, it was not me.
Well, I can see Lolly. I can see Lolly making Gunther give people homework.
Yeah, when it comes down to what I do in the head, she really gets no say. What happens out there is on me.
You right out, buddy. I wouldn't,
it's true.
But I could, I suppose.
So I had a question about the making of the wrath.
Okay.
Do established baronies and established areas need to fill out a similar form for it, or being a baroness?
I'm sorry. What did you say? Gunther decided to talk over you, and so I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
As the Baroness of Ulfgard, do I need to fill out one of these forms as well?
Not unless you want to have a little local. A wrath is the smallest, like a city chapter. It's like a chapter. So unless you want to make a small FAE Pro group down there specific to Albany. No.
Okay.
All cities that would fall within the territory, the geographical territory of your barony, like those, one barony could encompass many rats. Okay, here we go. Sharing the wheel. Yes, this is for the very cool kind of bone-looking magic wand that was made by Stormy at Vault of the Fae. So the magic word was wanted. And here is our lid. I guess our vendor didn't show up tonight, so there's that. And
Where's our vendor at?
Kavalton just won not that long ago. I think she won a book, didn't she? Well, congratulations.
Kavalton just won.
I can't help that. She's on the Patreon. She got on the wheel. Whatever. Like,
I'm on the Patreon too. I don't get win.
that's because I take your name off.
That is rude.
Well, you know the rules. You can't enter your own drawing.
It's not
So,
my
let's see.
drawing. It's your drawing. I'm just here for the free beer.
There is no free beer. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, actually,
You must
I
have-
need to go. I'm out of here.
I'm just saying.
Where is there? There's nobody else showing up tonight? Is that what's going on here tonight?
Well, I know. Well, Flora said that she couldn't come because she had a flower fairy family issue. Look at all my fuzz. And I don't know where Stormy is. I presume Justinian, if they are not here, must be in a meeting with Jareth, because Jareth or the High Queen, because they did say that they were going to be taking all of the information from this weekend off to both of those places. So they're probably either in Knockford Hill or in the Goblin Kingdoms.
I asked them to. I want to make
I
sure
know,
that
and
the
so I'm
people were
confirming
informed
that's
of
probably where they
craziness.
are. What?
Especially when Sarang got involved. That's craziness. We don't need that.
Excuse me. All right. So I guess that means we just get to skip forward to news article time.
No, where's it? Where? No, you got. No, I want
No?
free stuff.
I'm sorry. Our vendor didn't show up. I don't know what to do about that. So I can't make their.
Is there any vendors in the crowd right now that want to be on the show? Just feel free to
it's a
message
little late.
Princess Holly and she will send you the link. Get on the show.
I don't have to. You can just look in the low bar. Literally, the sign up form is in the low bar of every single show.
I mean, if
we
they're in the
do.
crowd, they could be on the show right now. They just got to
No.
message you.
No, they cannot be on the show right now today. They cannot. No.
It's mean.
Yeah, we've already eaten into their time.
That's fair. Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of eating, the food at Thumb Supper was absolutely fabulous.
That is what Baroness Gale thought and said earlier in the comments. I also
Alicia
thought
says
that.
they have free stuff.
The beef of Baron was the best.
Who?
I was kind of partial to lots of the food, actually.
I like
it
the
was so
food.
good. The soup was the best.
I would like
soup
the food
was
more
so-
had I been able to eat it warm.
It was pumpkin bisque that had a kind of curry base to it. Is that what they said? I don't even know what to think of some of these articles I'm looking at. What the heck?
My hat's all messed up. Oh, I blame Flora for most of those.
Well, I mean, that is sort of a thing.
She's been sending them to me nonstop, man. It's crazy.
Also, the creme brulee was really good.
The creme brulee was. So was the
So
poisoned
good. I
apples.
basically, the only thing I didn't get to taste was the chicken with the chanterelle sauce, which I really had wanted to taste, but I don't know. There was so much food.
I really I really like the chicken with the chanterelle, the sort of
Like I didn't get to taste the carrots and beans either.
That is because you didn't pace yourself. Get them all.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't mean to do that.
Got to catch them all.
I'm just saying. I really just wanted to basically eat all of the beef.
I wanted the leftovers. Why didn't I get any leftovers?
Well, because you didn't ask for them, I presume.
I got to find candy in my front yard the next day, and it was great.
I'm just saying it was all really good. I just had to get up and run around and do things, so I didn't get to eat it home.
Here in my apartment, there was not a single trick-or-treater who came to the door.
That's because they're all afraid of Rona.
Well, the Silver Ninja was a little intimidating in his Santa Claus outfit.
What? You weren't even at your apartment. You were with us at the dumb supper.
There's people there that can report.
But the Silver Ninja was here.
Man.
Oh.
I told her better than that.
All right, these ones are weird.
And I have no candy left.
I can't believe she'd think that you would leave the castle unguarded.
Why would I bring the Silver Ninja with me?
Right. Silver Ninjas are creepy anyway.
He doesn't play well with others.
He doesn't play well with others? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. But yeah, he decided that he needed to cheat and have Christmas one day early by wearing his Santa Claus suit as his Halloween costume.
Oh, that means he's fired.
Hold on. I tried to make it, but today was as far as I made it without turning on some Christmas music.
What?
He was whistling Christmas music as he was getting ready for work.
I don't like it.
I mean, I love Christmas music. I was listening, and you know what Christmas music I was listening to? It was
the same
Danny
ones you listened to
Elfman.
on repeat last year?
Oh,
jeez,
Christmas, come this way.
You know what?
Danny
That's
Elfman.
you know that candy
Wow, Butterfingers and Reese cups.
You know,
I just
that's
had
the only song,
half a
the only
million
Christmas song Count Morbid likes, and that's because it gets stolen every year.
Wait, what?
What?
He steals it. He's a Grinch.
So we've learned that Morbid's trick-or-treater traps that help him collect candy from trick-or-treaters who've hit other houses have in fact yielded a bountiful harvest.
The trick is don't use bear traps, use cub traps.
Oh. I'll have to write that one down, man.
There was still no one to run into my traps, so
Tripwires are also great for small children.
Well, that's because the fort you live in basically is surrounded by a bunch of people that would give toothbrushes out as trick-or-treat gifts.
Oh no! I'm in Hazeldale.
Mine is.
This is Bat Country.
I like Bat Country.
That is a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas quote.
Oh, so raisins.
You knew a movie about doing drugs.
I thought it was about Las Vegas.
Doing drugs in Las Vegas, or at least on your way to it.
It's it was incidental.
Incidental.
Mm-hmm.
Is drug use really incidental?
I mean, I guess it could be. I'm not sure it wasn't that movie, but it could be. All right, here we go. Article number 1. Dutch University's rare penis plant blooms.
What? No.
Versus article number 2. Authorities seize whale poop worth $1 million in a sting operation.
I blame Count Morbid for poop this time.
What?
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 It just got really weird because I think she froze. Yep, she's frozen.
I'm right here.
She's alive again. She's moving. She's
I
breathing.
am. Yes. If you want to hear about the Dutch University's rare penis plant in bloom, press number 1. If you want to hear about the $1 million in whale poop sting operation, press number 2. Ion, please start the timer.
You just digitized while talking about poop.
Well, I don't know.
Digital
I
poop.
guess that $1 million in whale poop. I'm just trying to determine how whale poop can be worth $1 million.
That's a very good question. And now, Mr. Conway Twitty.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's answered in the article.
I would bet it is.
I know, but it's fun to guess in the meantime.
Whale vomit is worth a lot of money.
Well, oil's
Is
worth a
that
lot of money
because
too.
it's basically what makes the spice? It's the sacred water of Shai Hulud.
Well, no.
I thought you were talking about the poop again.
Whale vomit used to be what they made all perfumes and colognes out of.
And well, oil and well,
We
blubber,
can't
they
mix
also
the
used.
whale
So it
and
turns
the
out we don't
penis
need to read that article
plant
anymore.
together.
What?
Dana said something about fried chicken. I'm in.
I mean, I remember we had an article a while ago about people getting caught trying to transport a carload of Kentucky Fried Chicken over the border or something.
There's
That
actually
was
an
weird.
article in there about
That
a
was
bear.
New Zealand.
There's
That was
actually
New
a bear
Zealand.
that raid. There's an article in there about a bear that raids a house to get Kentucky Fried Chicken.
1 vote for 1, 1 vote for 2, and 2 votes for 2, and it sounds like number 2 then is
I was
the
just trying
winner.
to call people a dork.
Authorities seize a whole bunch of whale poop, and it's worth a lot of money.
A dorkfish.
Here we go. What? Here we go. Authorities seize whale poop worth $1 million in a sting operation. A recent spike in the black market trade of the lucrative substance used in the perfume industry has animal rights experts concerned. So you are wrong, Ion. It's not vomit, it's whale poop. But, I guess thanks for ruining it.
He didn't ruin it this time. He was just wrong.
Officials in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu seized 8 kilograms of Ambergris, commonly known as whale feces, worth a little more than $1 million.
I wonder how much they pay that guy that has to freaking weigh the whale poop. Just saying. It's like, here's a bunch of poop, man. Figure out how much it weighs. He's like, all right. I get a tip. I mean, crap.
They arrested 2 suspects caught with the contraband in a sting operation. Ambergris is a rare and highly valuable commodity that has been globally coveted by the perfume industry for hundreds of years.
I thought you were going to say highly valued and, highly coveted, and it was weird. I don't know.
We've seen these stories where fishermen communities have found ambergris and it completely changed their fortunes overnight, simply because they are in countries where it is legal to trade them. Sumanth bin senior manager of wildlife disaster response at Humane Society International, told Vice World News. Oh gosh, I didn't need to read any of that. No such luck for Indian fishermen, though. While the sale of ambergris is legal in most European countries where it is classified as refuse, it is criminalized under India's wildlife protection laws. The waxy rock-like substance is produced in the intestinal tract of 1 out of every 100 sperm whales. When expelled by the animal into the sea, ambergris can develop fragrant properties over time, which makes it a valuable ingredient in perfumes. The substance can fetch up to $25 per gram. The latest raid on October
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It is. The latest raid on October 25th was part of a sting operation conducted by wildlife officials, in which they posed as prospective buyers to trap the suspects. The case adds to the growing list of ambergris seizures in India. In July alone, 6 Ambergris seizures were reported in the cities of Mumbai and Thane. Animal rights experts worry that the rise in ambergris trade on the black market and increasing awareness of the lucrative object on social media can spell doom for the sperm whale communities, which are a protected species in the country. While there used to be a time when people would incidentally find ambergris floating around in the ocean, what it could lead to is people killing sperm whales in large numbers and looking for ambergris simply because of the probability of otherwise finding it is so minimal.
Is that called the 1800s?
No? What? Conservationists believe that the key to solve the problem lies in the industry's eliminating the demand for ambergris and other items derived from animals. The value of animal articles needs to be driven down extensively. There have to be alternatives for these products in 2021. So why if it is whale excrement, why does only 1 in 100 sperm whales produce it?
The diet?
I mean, don't all whales have to poo?
Yeah, but it depends on your diet and what you got going on in the insides, if you're diabetic or not. So there's contributing factors.
It's like not
Oh my
every
gosh,
oyster,
whatever.
not every oyster has a pearl.
Working on a pearl.
has an oyster. Oh yeah. No.
So not every rose has its thorn.
Do
Every
not.
cowboy does
I don't
that
like the
song,
idea.
though.
Doom is so much easier to spell than ambergris, so I don't think that ambergris spelling doom is a good idea.
I think it's time to sing the Doom song. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to get out. Just saying.
I totally, my thing bleeped out. So I heard Ion say, I don't like it, and then I didn't hear anything else. Hey, you're missing your headband around your hat, Ion.
It was stolen by a ghost.
It was not. It has not transferred back from the Wilson hat to this hat.
It was stolen by a ghost. I don't care what he says. I have it on video.
Ghost of Wilson.
The ghost of Wilson.
Right.
Okay.
It's stolen by a
speaking of-
ghostly volleyball.
That's
I want to
Not
know
the
who
right
figured
Wilson.
out that whale poop has positive fragrant properties. How is
I
this stuff
think-
even used? I have so
You
many
know-
questions.
You know, I'm going to tell you right now. Usually, when there's crap, someone smells it. They just can. In this case, it smells fragrant. There you go. Not everything that's poo has to smell bad. You think your poo doesn't stink? There you go.
There
Carry
are
on.
people in the world who actually
Oh,
use the entirety
Never
of
say
a
anything
whale.
nice.
Yeah, what were you saying, Famous Dana?
Shark. Oh, yeah.
What were you saying,
What was
Famous
Dana
Dana?
saying?
That the Inuit population, when they hunt a whale, they actually use all of the whale. Like every little bit that they can find that they hunt, they will
Right.
use it all and not let any go to waste. So if they find that there is stuff in the intestines or the poop of the whale, someone might have like looked at that and tested it or tried to figure out what exactly it was for. And
Are
I
you
don't-
ready
I
for
don't-
ridicule?
I don't
Are
feel
you-
like they
are
would
you-
have been the ones, though. Like I don't.
You
I
know
don't
they
what?
feel
might
like-
not have been the ones to test it, no, but
Yeah.
there's before it was just the Inuit population. There were other peoples who would hunt whales and
Yep.
take all the pieces home.
So basically,
Yes, for
what
example,
you're telling me,
the number one fuel used to be whale oil.
so what you're telling me, Famous
Lamps,
Dana,
yeah.
is that the reason the Inuit population use so much poo, and that's why QuickBooks sucks.
What?
Oh,
That's why what
terrible,
sucks?
terrible joke. Inuit is the company that puts in
No.
QuickBooks. There's a bad
It's
joke.
But as
it's
far as,
apparently uncouth to call them Eskimos. Okay, so having lived in Alaska for 4
That's
years,
legit.
it was not really pleasant.
You can call me an Eskimo. I don't care that.
don't.
But you're not, so no, I
Don't.
can't. Escaho
So-
doesn't count.
Oh,
Whoa. California
think
man
they're
sues psychic who said she could remove a witch's curse from X. Versus hot dog flavored candy canes are a thing, but they're sold out.
it sounds like something Limp Bizkit would put out.
I mean, I'm just
Chocolate
saying,
starfish
if
and
you
the
want
hot
to
dog
hear,
flavored candy cane.
if you want to hear about the dude suing a psychic, press number 1. And if you want to hear about hot dog flavored candy canes, press number 2. Ion, please start the timer.
So, anybody else do anything good this weekend? Other than Ghost
Watching
Hunt?
children fall was pretty good for me.
I mean, that is good for you. Yeah. At least you didn't
I
let
did-
any ghosts back out. You know, that would have been suck. I had to go catch them again.
I did spend some time the past couple of days hitting craft stores for Halloween clearance.
Oh, by the way, if your spirit store is still open, go buy all the stuff right now.
They're not. They're not. Spirit stores are only open for 2 days after Halloween. They're not even listed on their store locator anymore. If you say where is the nearest Spirit Halloween store, there will be like there aren't any.
You know,
So
I
they're
kept thinking today was the first for some reason.
Yeah. But Michael's craft stores still had a few things. Home Depot even had a couple of things. But
Home Depot.
Home Depot has a lot of things there, right?
Oh, because they have all those big blow up things that go in your yard and whatnot.
yeah, they're all out of the blow-ups. But yeah, Home Depot does tend to have a lot of seasonal decorations. They have a winter wonderland right now that makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
Why don't you just set up the whole, Nightmare Before Christmas scene in front of your house to make you feel better?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So the timer is up, and I see 2 votes for 1. That is what I see. So article number 1 is California man sues psychic because I guess hot dog flavored candy canes are about as
Gross, and no one wants to hear about it.
About as gross as the Thanksgiving flavored candy corns.
No, there's
Thanksgiving flavored candy corn sounds yummy. The thing about hot dog flavored candy canes that sounds super gross is I'm not sure which is worse, if it actually does taste like hot dogs or if it doesn't.
If it does actually taste like hot dogs, then it's only weird to you because you have the idea of an actual hot dog associated with the flavor of hot dog, and your brain just doesn't want to go outside of that little box that it has built for itself. So I think it's actually worse if it doesn't taste like a hot dog.
By the way, the opposite of that is I believe there was a company in Wisconsin that was using candy corn in their sauce it's making.
I was just gonna say it's worse if it tastes like it for real because
you mean the Halloweeners?
Oh, no.
Halloweeners.
Oh,
Ion is so much funnier than the rest of you. I mean, it's a low bar, admittedly, but
All right, here we go. I forgot we had that article.
Apparently, apparently Stormy told me there's a show I got to watch on Hulu.
All right. Here we go. A California man is suing a Los Angeles psychic that he paid for fraud because she allegedly claimed that she could remove a witch's curse put on him by his ex-girlfriend for $5,100. I don't understand the 100. Why 5,100? Why not just 5,000? Why not 5,000? I mean, what's up with the 100? Was that just,
$350
for is that just sort of like the for fees and charges? Like last month, Mauro Restrepo.
You can't forget the processing fee.
Yeah.
That's right. the visa processing fee.
It's
Found
the
Psychic
repossession fee.
Guys are horrible. Psychic Sophia Adams' website that billed her as a PhD life coach and psychic love coach, according to City News Service in Los Angeles. This made the plaintiff maybe more confident that he was speaking with a professional that could help him. The lawsuit filed Friday in the Torrance Superior Court.
That is a truly beautiful sentence, by the way. The fact that her website billed her as a PhD life coach and psychic love coach made the plaintiff confident that he was dealing with a professional.
Well, which part of it do you think is truly the beautiful part?
Yes.
Fair enough.
That
So many
psychic
things are
love
wrong with
coach.
that.
That psychic love coach. Well, I'm dealing with a professional here.
It's like, no.
I have
Don't
utmost
tell me a word.
confidence in a psychic love coach.
Hold
No,
on.
no.
There's credentials in a PhD life coach.
But psychic life
Yes.
coach, all they do is look at
In
you and
the
go,
PhD
no.
life coach, they're
I know what's wrong already. You don't have to tell me a thing. And then they start coaching you on how to fix it.
Adams gave Restrepo a tarot reading when he visited her office in Palos Verdes Estates and told him that he had mala suerte, or bad luck, put there by his ex-girlfriend when she hired a curse-casting witch.
They have those?
I guess they do. Adams allegedly claimed his family would be unhappy and in danger unless he paid her $5,100 to remove the curse, a news service reported. I feel like maybe Count Morbid has a point in saying that after the paragraph of, he felt like he was confident he was dealing with a professional, that maybe he deserved to be swindled out of his $5,100.
Can I put a quick pin in an idea I've just gotten for a phone app where you can use it to hire curse casting witches called Uberhex?
Oh, no. I mean, there's a market for it. I know there is. We'll get a development team on it right away, dude. Just saying. Engineers are on it.
So Restrepo reportedly paid Adams $1,000 deposit, but she did not in any way help his marriage. This is the weirdest article. I just don't understand what people think is supposed to happen here. Restrepo says he has suffered anxiety and sleepless nights and is also suing for intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress, along with negligence and civil conspiracy. He is asking for $25,000 in damages. What?
Negligence of basically being ignored. That's what that means, yeah?
It seems like, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, I don't like being negligent.
Oh, whatever.
Against it.
So he was asked to pay $5,100. He paid $1,000, and then he was unhappy with whatever $1,000 got him, and now he's suing for $24,000 more than this whole shebang cost in the first place. I feel like at that point
he never paid the full amount to remove the curse.
So the lawsuit also names. The lawsuit also names Adams' business, Psychic Love Special by Sophia, her husband, her daughter, and her landlords for her business, arguing that they all knew that she was using her position to take advantage of clients but did nothing to stop her.
I feel like Professor Snape could have had this whole thing wrapped up like 2 paragraphs ago.
Her landlords.
Yeah, I'm with you on the landlord thing. That's a bit reach.
What? All of these are a reach. It doesn't, like, if person A is a big lying liar head and their best friend knows that, you can't sue their best friend because they know that that they are friends with a lying liarhead
Well,
and didn't tell you.
I think
One,
it depends
it's
on the
not
crime.
illegal to lie. It is illegal to swindle people, but it's not illegal to lie. Two, they have no obligation. Like, nobody is under any obligation to tell any other person in the world that they know when someone is lying. So what the heck?
This
Why
is
would
true.
Well,
Why
well, again, it's not necessarily the line. The crime is fraud. It's not that she said you look great in those pants or something. I mean,
yes,
I'm saying there are crimes. There are crimes that
in order to commit fraud, somebody has to be benefiting from it. Like, you have to see that.
Doesn't there
there's
have to be a
thing
monetary
that the
value
person was
attached to it?
Like, there's a thing that you were defrauded of, and this person was in some way, shape, or form a recipient of that thing. You can't
Molly.
just say that, oh, that person might have known about it, and therefore they are guilty of the fraud itself. That's ridiculous.
Molly, isn't there a monetary value that's attached to it before it becomes fraud or something?
Well, yes, what I'm saying is fraud. The definition of fraud means that something has to have been there's a thing you had to have been defrauded out of. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, but these are criminal proceedings.
I know, like, even if I just supposedly knew that, I don't know, I guess that just knowing that a thing is there is not enough to bring up a charge against anybody. Like, a lot of people know about a lot of bad things that go on, but that they are not guilty of those things simply because they know about them.
Well, like I said, it kind of depends on the crime, because there are crimes where even if you know after the fact, you are guilty if you don't turn them in. I mean, I'm thinking murder, obviously, are really big crimes. By the way, so the main definition of fraud is for personal gain, but like it looks like a secondary definition is simply, trying to deceive others by unjustifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishments, etc. Basically, I'm like, if I can see situations where you're committing fraud where you don't gain, you just want to screw with the other person. Like, if you're like, I want you to set fire to all your money and you'll be happy, I might not gain anything by that other than the fact that I would really be laughing hard.
But then it doesn't meet the definition of fraud, and therefore...
And then you could be the Joker.
Yes.
Then you could be the Joker.
Well, I mean, you're right in that the first person would still have lost something. But, like... I think if you convince somebody to do something where they get rid of something or do something harmful to themselves, it's still fraud, whether or not you get anything physical out of it. If I convince somebody that they could fly and jump off a building, I'm pretty sure I'd still be held responsible.
So one of the things about fraud, though, is that when you are receiving something for that, it means that you know what you are intentionally doing. If you were to just say, this person should be held accountable because they said something to another person, that person believed them and then went and did something harmful, that's a horrible precedent. I mean, that means if you just say anything randomly and somebody overhears you, and then they decide that because they heard you say it and they consider you an authority on the topic, and then they go out and do something terrible because they heard you say it, that now you're the one that is responsible for their actions. There's no way I could get behind
this is
that.
one of those times where it's really, really, really hard not to mention current politics. But,
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're referencing, so I'm just saying
it seems like a silly lawsuit, but it is you could be held accountable for assisting someone else in a crime, though. Like, aiding and abetting is in itself a crime.
You are intentionally aiding and abetting. Like,
No.
it's not just
Again,
that I
if you know,
accidentally did a thing that helped them out,
if you
and
knew
therefore
somebody
I'm
committed
aiding
a
and abetting.
crime, if you knew somebody committed a crime and you didn't do anything,
That's not
that is
aiding and abetting.
Right,
after
but
the fact. After the fact is a crime.
No,
but surely they're going to
no,
argue in
listen,
court.
witnesses have no responsibility. I could literally witness a murder. I have zero responsibility to go and turn myself in. Literally, if they wanted to, the only way for that to be a thing is if I am forced to go in with a subpoena.
Yeah.
I don't,
But
it is not illegal for me to keep my mouth shut and never say anything.
Yes, but being a landlord could be considered helping them. They would have to demonstrate that the landlord knew that this business was fraudulent.
Not illegal by the law, no. But when it comes to a civil suit, you could still be
they can be held responsible.
named as a person in the suit.
Well, sure, because
for not
you can
sue
somebody for assaulting your eyeballs with the color that they're wearing. So,
right, and this is a civil proceeding, not a criminal one, so there doesn't actually even have to be a crime.
That is true. Well, did it say that it was a civil proceeding? Oh, it's a law. It's a lawsuit, so it is. Yeah, never mind. I take that back. Question retracted.
I don't like it.
But I wonder why he has grounds if he never paid the full fee. Like if you paid the full $5,100 and then didn't get the services he paid for, that would make sense. But would he even have an expectation after only putting down $1,000 deposit that he would receive the service before paying for it?
I just don't know what services he thought he was gonna get. I guess
curse breaking is what was offered for $5,100.
And how do you know when your curse has been broken? Like if your family was supposed to be under a curse of bad luck, how the implication here is that if the bad luck curse gets broken, the only way to know that it has been broken is that you never, ever, 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 ever have any kind of bad luck ever again, because any type of bad luck could be considered from the original curse.
Well, yeah, surely this is the vagueness of curses.
I mean,
but so all these people should instead go to my Uber hex idea.
I don't like it either.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, there's also there is Uber hex ARF.
That's true. There is that.
You break curses put on the family pet, like.
Yeah, you break curses to get it right.
Yeah, the dogs sometimes do the curse breaking. Yeah, Uber hex.
And $5,100 is divisible by 3, so it's one of those magical numbers. You could separate it out into 3 different people, like the lady who did the curse, the girlfriend, and this person who's now trying to get rid of the curse. All 3 people getting $1,700. Sounds like it would be a good division of the curse.
Or you can lay the curse out there and kill the other 2 people and get all of the money.
But they didn't get fully paid, so why bother going through with it if they didn't get paid? I mean, I don't know.
I almost wish I could follow this case just to see like what crazy claims and rebuttals happen, because it sounds like crazy pants. Okay, next article is man claims he found an eyeball inside of in his can of baked beans, versus man considers going vegan after finding what looked like a pig nipple in his bacon roll.
I mean, that would stop me from eating.
Gunther?
I would not eat a pig nipple. That's not okay.
No, Gunther, now is the time to say the line from earlier.
I don't like it.
No. Because what was the first article?
We need to roll that beautiful bean.
Thank you, Dana.
Man, that wasn't an article. That was a freaking bloody ghost hunt. But yes, Fairy Princess Lolly, go ahead and roll the beautiful bean footage, if you will.
No, if you want to hear. Okay, so article number 1 is the eyeball and the baked beans. Article number 2 is the pig nipple and the bacon roll. Ion, start the timer.
It doesn't matter which way you go. Beautiful bean footage is being rolled. You ever had bacon in your baked beans? I feel like everything just got quiet. Now I'm just talking to myself.
I guess I'm just trying not to envision both
When
of
you
these
have nothing
articles
else
in
to
reality.
eat, the baked beans are beautiful. Yes.
There was
footage.
There was a movie I saw where the guy pulls off the nipple, starts chewing it like There's a third nipple. You're on mute, Count Morbid.
Mall rats.
There you go.
And it's not a guy.
It was a girl. It was a girl. She
Yeah.
was doing the fortune telling.
Yeah, she had a superfluous mystical third nipple,
Yep.
which is
And she
common
pulled
for
off and
witches.
ate it.
Yeah,
Pulled off,
Common
started
for
chewing
witches.
it.
Yes, that's right. If you
Not
read the
wrong.
Malleus Maleficarum, it's right there in cold, hard print. Witches have third nipples. They also have the inability to retain heat, which is why they like to suck the souls of men, because men keep them warm. That's why they're always out there seducing.
Is that why?
I didn't know
I'm
that
just
was
saying,
witches.
I've read parts of the Malleus Maleficarum.
That all tracks.
By the way,
It's
one of these
ridiculous.
days, I
So
want
anyway.
Ion just to
Okay, so
I want
what?
Ion just to replace his screen with that fan art that Alicia did, and just see if anybody notices. He'll just be like frozen there with the egg timer. Just replace himself with the fan art and see if anybody notices.
Who? You?
No, Ion, the
Oh,
leprechaun.
Ion. I had a weird freezing moment, and I didn't hear what you said.
Whenever you
really.
ask me to start the timer, just
Oh.
replace myself with that image.
Yeah,
And see if I notice.
well, because it's the exact same pose, obviously.
Yes, obviously. Nope.
Obviously.
It's like one of those cool games where it's like, what are the differences between these two pictures?
Hat band.
Yep, hat band, nail color. I'm just saying. Also, I know what Ion's pins on his hat say.
I was just looking through the settings and I couldn't find a spot to upload that image to.
Okay,
So,
wait. I have
surely I would need an
2
account.
votes for 1 and 1 vote for 2. So I guess that number 1 is the winner. I see you out there, Stormy. How come you're out there and not in here with us? That's what I want to know. Oh my God, do I even want to do this?
By the way, are you saying that the eyes have it for the vote?
Yeah.
You cannot resist. You know this. You just let him do the thing. It's there.
That was horrible.
It's literally in his name.
Oh my God, this is bad. I don't even know you guys. Okay, man claims he found an eyeball inside his can of baked beans. Stop. Oh my God. Is that it? That dude kind of looks like a weird Christopher Walken too. What's up?
I think he put it in after he opened it. It doesn't look right. Looks like someone put a Tums in there with a freaking pork rind.
Ooh. Oh, it's so gross. Okay. A baked
in your
bean
mouth?
fan says he may never be able to eat his favorite food again after he found an eye in his can. Yuck, it's so gross looking. Martin Ford, 54, opened up the Branston baked beans for his dinner after a busy day working on a construction site. He had bought the tin just 7 days previously as part of a multi-pack of 4 from his local Tesco in Plymouth, Devon, United Kingdom. But the laborer was a sight for sore eyes after he fished out what looked like a pupil from the bowl just moments after he heated it up. Martin told the Sun, "I nearly fainted. I have felt sick ever since. I'm a strong-stomached sort of guy, and I absolutely love beans for my tea, but I'm not sure I'll ever be able to eat them again. I'd had a hard day at work, and I was desperate for a quick dinner. Beans are my go-to. I quickly whacked the tin open, poured it into a bowl, and put it straight into the hob." Wow, that's a sentence for you.
I know.
Oh
know-
my God.
I know why he was unable to finish it. It's because his eyes were bigger than his stomach.
No.
Oh. I grabbed a fork and dived in, and it was then that I saw an eye staring at me through the beans. Martin added,
Much I can handle all these
absolutely
cornea jokes.
Wait. Oh my God. Corneas.
The pupil has become the master, Ion.
It's part of my
God.
retina you.
Yeah, it's part of his retina of jokes. Branston claimed the discovery was caused by mold.
What?
Branston is the company that makes these beans.
And this
They're
was caused
saying
by
that it's
mold?
mold.
That's what
You
they
know-
blamed on the. That's what they blamed the Dark Ages on. That's crap.
The
Mold in the
photograph would
tin can is also bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The photograph would appear to show mold that will have developed due to a small perforation that has allowed air to enter. Damage to a can such as this is a rare occurrence and will most likely have happened when the can was in transit or in store. We will contact the consumer to investigate further, and we sincerely apologize for any concern this has caused. Oh, that is absolutely horrible, and I think I'm now going to be paranoid of any baked beans I
I
make.
was gonna say there's a whole can of baked beans in there waiting for you.
Yeah,
I have a can in my cabinet too.
I'm glad that it
Waiting
is
for
very
fairy
patient,
Pizzoli.
a very patient can of baked beans because, woof, just saying. Yeah, exactly, Cobble. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh my God.
We
Okay,
have
you guys.
time for one more article.
One more article, I think. So it's gonna take me
While
a
she's
second.
hurling,
I know, right?
don't do the noise. Nobody likes the noise.
Don't what? Nobody likes the noise. Is that what you said?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at articles. Hold on. Why do we
Holding
have
on.
this- Holding. Okay, let's see. How about I mean, just what? As long as we're on, I guess, the topic of trafficking things.
Hold on. What?
No, that's what I said. What?
I heard some people are trafficking orange cones.
When I was in Glasgow, they had orange cones stuck on top of the sculptures that you see sort of out in city squares. You know, you'll see a sculpture of George Washington or something, right? And in Glasgow, they had sculptures. Like there was one where it was a sculpture of a horse, and there was a guy on the horse, and the sculpture had a orange traffic cone on the horse's head, and then some like on the dude's head. And this wasn't the only one that was like that. And finally, I asked one of the people that was one of my friends. I said, "Why are there these traffic cones on the heads of these sculptures?" And they told me that the police put them there. And I said, "Why would the police put traffic cones on these sculptures?" And they said, because around on like the weekend or big weekends where it's going to be, you know, people are going to be out drinking and carousing and partying or whatever, they said the police put them there because if they don't, the public citizens will climb up and put them there themselves to be funny and play pranks. And so in order to prevent people from getting hurt, the police preempt them by putting these traffic cones on their statues. I actually took a picture of it, but I don't have it readily handy. But I thought that was very funny. Anyway, so article number 1, man builds an IRL Minecraft pig Lamborghini that hits a top speed of 20 miles per hour. I don't even know. Okay, and article number 2, versus the news Lego trafficking scheme brought down brick by brick. Har, har, har. So, if you want to hear
the city where the Lego thing happens, I'm not sure it's real because the city sounds made up.
Well, that clicks together.
Yeah.
If you want to hear about the Minecraft Hamburgini, press number 1. And if you want to hear about Lego trafficking, press number 2. Ion, start the timer, please.
As an aside, I just looked it up, and you can buy traffic cones on Amazon. I don't know why I looked that up, but you can.
Land of Amazon has everything, I guess. Oh, I guess Frank will be standing in for Count Morbid.
I mean, while Morbid gets a traffic cone for his head, I'm sure.
Where are we at on that timer? Man, you
I
guys
had
are
nothing
all
valuable
quiet
to
today.
say
We're
about
all
the
so tired
Ambergris.
tonight. What
No,
was that?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm enjoying it. I can keep going for the rest of the night if you want to.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I got
You're
a bunch of stuff to do tonight, but that's fair.
You're a big lying liar head. You could
No, I do
not
get a bunch
do
of stuff. I'm sitting here trying to read things, and I as well as interact, and I'm up. We'll be up for a while.
I have Spanish homework. I have to tell the difference between me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, and les gusta.
And Gustav, you know what the difference is?
One's
You
German
cannot-
and one's Spanish.
You cannot touch Gustav.
What?
Why would I want to touch Gustav?
Time's
You've
up.
met him, right?
I mean, I have some dirt from Vlad's grave.
I do too. I got asked, as like, was Fairy Princess Lolly defiling graves? And I go,
Yes.
maybe.
You were trying to be all
is the timer
scientific
done?
and answer a long
Yes.
time ago.
I don't know. I
where
tuned
we-
you guys
we were
out. I
just-
wasn't
yes.
listening. What number wins? We have
You.
2 votes for 2. So I guess the
42?
Lego trafficking scheme is it.
We were talking about you defiling graves.
What?
I know. I was shocked too.
I wasn't. You've been there. You've been in the graves, so why not? Right?
What?
I mean, she asked permission first. She didn't just defile it.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
You
here we
gave
go.
us all Vlad grave dirt.
Yes, I did ask permission before getting that, actually.
So she didn't defile it. I told you. She was like, yo, Vlad, do you care if I take your dirt? Vlad's like, I am the dirt. She's like, fair enough.
Here we go. Lego trafficking scheme brought down brick by brick. Oh, it's a little Lego baby Yoda. He's so cute. Go away thing. Okay, here we go. The Seattle police. This was here. The Seattle Police Department.
I told you it was a made-up city.
Oh my gosh. Has announced that a Lego trafficking operation was broken up brick by brick after a local shop owner was caught reselling stolen sets worth of thousands of dollars. The investigation was dubbed Operation Mandel Organized Retail Theft because Lego sets inspired by Disney and Star Wars series The Mandalorian. Mandalorganized? Oh, I get it. Were the
Really?
most frequently
You did
stolen.
this time?
Yes. Trafficking in stolen property is a Class B felony in Washington state, the maximum penalty for which is 10 years in prison or a $20,000 fine or both. The King County prosecuting attorney on Wednesday charged Mark Stephen Brady, 67, with 1 count of trafficking in stolen property for allegedly reselling stolen merchandise at his store, Rummage Around. Brady told NBC News on Friday that he had not been arraigned yet and that his court-appointed lawyer had not yet contacted him, but declined further comment. The SPD said they began
Thank
to
you.
investigate after Amazon 4-star, an in-person store owned by the online retail agent, reported in July that they had been the target of repeated thefts. Between July and September, one thief, whom the SPD called the prolific shoplifter, allegedly stole an estimated $10,000 worth of sets of electronics from the store, according to a criminal complaint.
Did the
It
criminal
wasn't until-
complain, or were they complaining about criminals?
I don't know. It wasn't until in September when an employee of the Amazon 4-star entered Rummage Around, a store in downtown's Pike Place Market. I've been there. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
suddenly she's like, I know this place. I bought my Legos from the. Oh,
I know
I
that,
noticed
Santa.
that the Lego sets for sale seemed to match the sets stolen from Amazon. After receiving a search warrant on October 15th, authorities raided Rummage Around and recovered numerous electronics and 171 Lego sets, 34 of which were confirmed stolen from Amazon 4-star and valued at over $2,000. Wow. Police say their October sting investigation, which involved plainclothes detectives selling marked merchandise to Brady, revealed that the shop owner allegedly knew he was buying stolen goods to resell. But police have been unable to detain the prolific shoplifter, who detectives accused of stealing $10,000 in merchandise. So the actual shoplifter remains anonymous, but the person reselling the shoplifted goods has been caught.
This mystery has been built up
It's a crime.
piece by piece.
Yes.
Wait, what?
This mystery has been built up piece by piece.
He's going to be sentenced. He's going to be sentenced to have to walk over all the product.
Oh man!
Just pour it on a treadmill as they.
Yeah.
So that's
everything else is out for this one.
The toilet will be made out of Legos. The toilet's going to be made out of Legos. Yeah.
He had $2,000 in stolen merchandise, and for that, he's going to have to pay a $20,000 minimum fine.
Because crime, yeah, that's
because
they're not going to charge him less than he made from crime.
No, I mean,
they're not gonna.
Here, I don't like to call it a fine. I like to call it a crime tax.
A crime tax. I'm just saying, if he was committing that
Shouldn't be
crime,
called a fine. It should be called a.
Probably was not doing very well financially, and this will basically put a nail in the coffin.
Crime.
So I got to say something. I was told apparently that
I don't know why you keep saying crime. I know that's what this whole article is about. It's about crime. So why do you keep saying that as if I don't know that a crime is being committed?
I don't.
What?
In other news, apparently I look good in the dark.
Allegedly.
That's the comments from people.
I was going to say that paper bags work too. That would be really mean.
I mean, I understand. I'd stop wearing one. I'm not the elephant man.
So it is basically the end of the night, you guys, tonight for this episode. If you want to read all of the various FAE Productions updates, you can find them on our Patreon. It should be the most recent post, at least at current, but there will be posts going out tomorrow for different things. So
if you want to help me with my great quest, come find us on the Discord. It's true.
And what?
I said it's true. It's fun. It's great. Come hang out.
Yes, all of our links are in the low bar. You can find them there. And I think with all of that said, that basically brings us to a close. What?
We covered all the events we were going to do, yeah?
Well, I should, yes, thank you for reminding me. Actually, this weekend is Oddmall, and we will be there. FAE Productions, we will be there
next
at
weekend.
Oddmall. Is it next weekend?
It's next weekend.
Yes, next weekend. Sorry, the 13th and 14th of November. That is what I'm trying to say. whatever weekend from now that is. That is when we will be there. We will be live on location, handmade home shopping. Looking forward to that. And then after that, we will also be back for a 2-hour live stream special on Black Friday, which is, according to the calendar, the 26th of November. So we plan
And
to
how do
have...
you lay it off on a Friday?
Yes, it's the day after Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday. And we are going to be having a series of authors doing short readings. And then, just like Handmade Home Shopping, we'll be having our series of vendors doing Handmade Home Shopping with everybody with their various Black Friday specials. So for those of you who do not want to go out and battle, I guess, do battle at the Best Buy. So, or wherever it is you choose to go shop live and in person. So those are
I
the
don't
things
go
that we have.
anywhere like in person anymore, man. That's
Yeah, you
crazy.
do.
I mean, the Oddmall.
Those are the things that we have coming up. Also, you may have seen the link going there in the ticker for the virtYULE. So we are already collecting signups if you want to get a Christmas card, if you want to participate in the Yule Cat Exchange, any of our December activities. You can go and find that link also in the low bar, because we would like to have that information out as soon as possible in December so that people's partners can buy them stuff in the mail, etc., etc. What with all the various delays. So with that said, everybody, we will see you all on Friday. I will be back actually with a very special author that I am excited to have. So I hope you guys all have a good night, and I will see you on Friday. Count Morbid, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yes.
Well, what is it?
Please.
Hello, friends. This is Gun for Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lolly's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Use your troll hammer to ring that little bell icon to get notifications when she posts future videos. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the fairy family. Safe